If someone has ever told you, wow, you actually look good today, what happened? Or, wow, I didn't expect you to get that job. Or they say, you're actually not that dumb. Or, you're so confident. I can never go out looking like that. If you've ever walked away from a conversation feeling drained, disrespected, and wondering, wait, was I just manipulated? Then congrats, you're exactly the kind of person this world loves to take advantage of. And when you show any disapproval with the comment, they will call you too sensitive. If you keep tolerating these 5 disgusting behaviors, they're gonna walk all over you like a doormat with a welcome sign tattooed on your forehead. Seneca once said, you act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire. That means you waste your life putting up with crap like you've got 1,000 years to fix it. You don't. So, we're fixing it today. I'll show you how to level up so far. They need Google Maps just to find your energy again. Let's talk about 5 behaviors that are straight up unacceptable. Oh, by the way, I always feature my favorite comment from the last video at the end, so stick around to see if it's yours. Let's go. 1. Backhanded compliments and sarcastic insults, disguised as just jokes. You know that friend who goes, wow, you actually look good today for once. Or, must be nice having so much free time to hit the gym, some of us work. Then they will immediately gaslight you by saying, oh, relax, it's just a joke. That ain't a joke. That's a coward throwing punches with a smile. People who constantly hit you with just playing sarcasm are testing your self-worth. Every joke is a jab to see if you'll laugh it off and stay small. Because if you call them out, they'll say, wow, someone's sensitive. You know what's sensitive? Your tolerance. You've trained yourself to swallow micro-abuse just to keep the peace. And guess what? That peace is fake, and so is the person. So next time they joke, stare them down and go, you say that a lot. Is there something you're actually trying to say? 2. The guilt trippers. These are the emotional blackmailers. You try to set a boundary and they respond like you just committed a war crime. You cancel plans to rest, then they'll say, wow, I guess I'm not important anymore. You take a break from texting, they say, glad to know I'm so forgettable. You don't help them with their 59th crisis of the week, then they say, I just thought you were a real friend. Listen, manipulation wrapped in victimhood is still manipulation. They want control, and they've realized if they can't force you, they'll guilt you into doing it. And if you keep responding to that guilt, you're not being kind. You're being emotionally mugged with a sad puppy face. Next time, hit them by saying, if my no offends you more than your expectations burden me, this relationship is already dead. 3. The people who can't celebrate you, only compete with you. Let me say this straight. If they only show up when you're losing, but disappear when you're winning, they're not your friend. These are the fake cheerleaders with secret egos. When you fail, they're suspiciously supportive. When you succeed, they ghost you. Or worse, they say, must be nice. Some of us aren't that lucky. Then they accuse you of changing or acting different since you got the job. They might go really petty and say, just don't forget where you came from. Tell them, buddy, I didn't forget. That's exactly why I'm not going back. Listen, not everyone is happy when you grow, especially the people who are comfortable with your struggle. Cut ties with the ones who feel threatened by your glow-up. Real ones don't compete with you. They clap for you. 4. Constant one-sided conversations. You talk, they vanish. Ever had a friend who tells you everything? Trauma dump, life updates, problems at work, and then disappears like a ghost when you need a shoulder. Or worse, when you speak, they're zoning out like your words are elevator music. That's not a friendship. That's emotional colonization. They just want a free therapist with no license. And you keep showing up like you're running a free clinic for the emotionally constipated. When conversations feel one-sided, cut it off by saying, I've noticed we only talk when it's about you. Can we make this mutual, or should I stop wasting my breath? Number 5, boundary bullies. These ones will gaslight you by saying, you're so difficult these days. You set a boundary, you say no, you ask for space, and what happens? They accuse you of being cold, distant, different. Yes, you're different. It's called self-respect, and it's triggering their lack of control. These people loved the version of you that bent over backwards, kept quiet, and never said no. The moment you stop being a doormat, they call you selfish. Because your growth makes them uncomfortable. Look them dead in the eyes and say, growth isn't selfish. It's just inconvenient for people who benefited from your lack of it. If you're tolerating these behaviors, your self-worth is bleeding out quietly in the background, and you don't even realize how much energy it's sucking from your life. But here's the good news. Once you start calling it out, your entire life changes. You'll attract better people, keep your energy intact, and finally live like someone who values themselves and doesn't hand out discounts just to keep people around. Now, let's talk about what the hell to do when these toxic clowns cross the line. Because recognizing the red flag isn't enough. You gotta respond like someone who's done playing the nice guy in a horror movie. 1. Set boundaries like a bouncer at an exclusive party. You don't owe everyone access to you. Your time, your energy, your peace. These are VIP passes, not public property. And if someone keeps overstepping, don't negotiate like a confused intern. Be blunt, be clear, be done. Say it like this. This is my boundary. If you keep ignoring it, I'll distance myself. Say it like you mean it, or don't say it at all. And don't feel guilty. You're not being mean. You're just finally acting like your life matters. 2. Stop trying to fix grown adults. Some of you are out here with a God complex. You're trying to heal everyone, fix their trauma, and be their personal savior. People show you who they are. If someone's manipulative, dismissive, or energy draining, don't turn it into a project. They're not a school assignment. They're a walking headache. You fix broken phones, not broken people who enjoy being broken. 3. Master the power of the silent exit. You don't have to throw a parade every time you cut someone off. You don't owe them a 12-slide presentation explaining your emotional trauma. Some exits are best made quietly, especially when you have repeatedly told them about the way they treat you. No drama, no back and forth, no closure. Most times, closure is a scam. Most people don't want closure. They want access. They want a chance to guilt trip you back into being useful. Your peace shouldn't be up for discussion. 4. Start acting like you're the prize, because you are. Every time you tolerate disrespect, you're sending a signal that you're desperate for company. You're not a clearance rack item, you're a damn luxury. And luxury doesn't chase, it waits to be earned. The next time someone makes you question your worth, don't argue, remove yourself. The strongest flex isn't confrontation, it's elevation. 5. Expect resistance. The moment you start enforcing boundaries, the snakes will hiss. People will say you've changed. People will act like you're cold. People will test you again and again. Growth doesn't come with applause. It comes with pushback. But you know what else it comes with? Peace, self-respect, and a life where you don't feel like a damn emotional janitor cleaning up everyone else's mess. Listen, your peace is expensive, your energy is sacred, and your time, non-refundable. So, stop giving out front row seats to people who wouldn't even clap for you. You've got one life. You either spend it people-pleasing, or you spend it people-cleansing. The choice is yours. The comment of the day goes to a user called Mental Amen, and it reads, I didn't expect to get called out like this on a random Tuesday. My spine cracked from carrying guilt that wasn't even mine. Spine crack? That's the receipt for all the nonsense you've been holding on to? You should be proud. I know I am.